Giving feedback using PI. Giving feedback is one of those moments where the message matters, but how you deliver it usually matters more. Have you ever given what you thought was really clear feedback and it just landed not the way you expected? That's usually not about what you said, it's how the other person perceived it. This is where PI becomes really practical. Before a feedback conversation, you already have some insight into how that person's wired, how they take in information, how they respond under pressure, what might create friction. So instead of guessing, you can adjust your approach. Let's take a simple example. You have two team members who both missed a deadline. Same situation, same feedback, but they're wired very differently. First person is high A, low C. So someone who lives in the analyzer, controller, strategist, venturer, captain, maverick, persuader, and individualist reference profiles, similar to the ones you see here. They're fast paced, results focused, and don't love a lot of back and forth. So if you go into this conversation with a long explanation or too much context, you'll probably lose them. So instead, you might say, the deadline was missed. We need to get this back on track. What's the fastest way to move forward? It's direct, it's focused, and it gives them ownership to solve it quickly. That's going to land much better for someone wired that way. Now, the second person, say they have a high C and a high D, someone whose reference profile is a craftsman or a guardian, an operator or scholar. They're a bit more methodical. They value structure and they want clarity. If you rush this conversation or keep it too high level, it can actually create more tension. So instead, you may want to say, let's walk through what happened with the timeline. I want to make sure we understand where things got off track and put a clear plan in place going forward. Same message, but now it's more thoughtful, more structured, and gives them what they need to respond well. This is the shift. You're not changing the feedback, you're changing how you deliver it based on the person, and you don't have to overthink it. Before the conversation, just pull up their behavioral report and ask yourself, will the message land better if I'm more direct or more collaborative? Do they need more to move fast or to move more deliberately? Do they need structure or flexibility? That small adjustment is usually the difference between feedback that creates friction and feedback that actually moves things forward. That's where PI starts to show up in your day to day. Same message, better delivery.